Close your eyes. Think of a scientist. What do you see? If you Google this, then these are the kind of pictures that you get. And if you Google famous scientists, you end up with something like this. From a really early age, we're taught about Einstein's theory of relativity. We're taught about Newton's laws of motion and gravitation. We're taught of Marie Curie's work with radiation. The idea is of scientists as these singular, lone figures searching for truth. In our media as well, we're given scientists as these lone figures, often geniuses, who sometimes struggle in social situations, but who operate independently. We're given the impression that these scientists do everything themselves, that they're somehow special because they can achieve things that nobody else can. It's a very romantic image, this lone person pushing through all by themselves, walking a path in between ignorance and knowledge. However, thinking about some scientific discoveries of more recent times, like gravitational waves, the Large Hadron Collider experiment at CERN, these are all collaborations between many different scientists all working together. CERN has over 2,500 scientists working at it at any one time, and the Large Hadron Collider is a collaboration between over 10,000 scientists from over 100 different countries. The paper that was published that proved the existence of gravitational waves had a huge number of contributors and dozens of different organisations, all working together on this single discovery. And in 2019, when scientists first got a picture of a black hole, the leader of the team, Dr. Katie Bowman, was quick to point out that her team members deserved equal share of the credit, and there were contributions from over 200 scientists. So this begs the question, is the idea of the lone scientist no longer applicable? Well, no, because they were never a thing to begin with. Isaac Newton and Gottfried Leibniz both developed calculus independently. However, they were in regular correspondence with each other before this. They sent each other letters. Who knows what they were talking about? But it seems unlikely that two minds like this wouldn't have talked about the things that they were thinking about at the time. When Albert Einstein was working as a patent clerk in Switzerland, he had a colleague, Michel Besso, who he called the greatest sounding board in Europe. Einstein was discussing the ideas with this colleague, and in fact, Besso was able to give him access to science that Einstein hadn't seen yet. And whilst Marie Curie made some amazing discoveries in the field of radiation, she worked with her husband, Pierre Curie, in their lab together in Paris. She would have discussed her ideas with him, she would have discussed her thoughts with them. Her achievements were her own, but she was never alone while making them. If we want to encourage people to go into science, we want to encourage people to think of science as a viable option for them, we have to dismiss the myth that they have to be super geniuses. They have to dismiss the myth that they need to be able to achieve things by themselves. That's never been the case, and it's harmful to allow them to think that. We need to tell people, hey, this discovery was a huge thing, but part of a team. You can be part of that team too.